classic car prices around the world are falling, which is great news if you're in the market to buy a classic Mercedes, but not so good if you own one and you're planning to sell one or you're in the middle of a restoration. In recent classic car auctions, classic Mercedes have in many cases not come anywhere close to their estimates and been left unsold, and if cars have come to auction without a reserve, they have sold for really low prices. Take a look and see what an SL55 AMG recently sold for in the December Manor Park Classics auction.
It's the 2003 Mercedes-Benz SL55 AMG. Showing round about 130,000 miles, automatic transmission, offered in the original specification. This is the 5.5 litre V8 supercharged engine, does have a panoramic roof. Unfortunately, we've not been able to test that, the panoramic roof. Does have a book pack. The vendor just got in contact with us probably about an hour ago, actually, a little over an hour ago, to say that he has found the book pack at home. But unfortunately, there's no service history with that. There were a few invoices tucked inside that book pack, but no service history, no MOT on this one either, no reserve whatsoever. So again, you're going to let me know exactly how to value this one. I've got loads of interest on my commission book. Surprisingly, nothing on the internet is that you've got 2,000. Thank you. At 2,000 bid, I've got 2,200. At 2,002, 2,400, 2,600, 2,800, 3,000, 3,200. Oh, I'm going to have to be careful here, sir. 3,400. I'll take 3,500 if you like. At 3,400. Next bid's 3,500, 3,500, 3,600, 3,700 if you like. 3,700. Commissions are out. 3,800. Fresh bidder. 3,900, 4,100. No, at 4,100. Right to the very front of the room. It is your bid, sir. I won't take you twice. All our competitors would love to do that, but it is your bid at £4,100. Right to the very front on the Mercedes-Benz SL55 AMG at £4,100. No reserve whatsoever. You see people keep coming in and coming out, don't they, Thomas? At £4,100 in our sale room. Make no mistake at home. What a machine this is. I think it was the fastest accelerating production car back in 2003. The young gentleman might be able to confirm or deny that. Probably knows more about the car than I do. At £4,100 bid. A little wry smile from him. He does know more about the car than me. At £4,100 bid. Finished and done then. Absolutely sure. Selling away to the gentleman in the room at £4,100 against... Oh, 4-2 internet. 4-3. Back in the room at £4,300. Dad went, ooh, at 4,300. Against you at home, make no mistake whatsoever, I'm selling away. Gentleman's been in the room, fair warning at home at 4,300. Sold away at 4,300.
If you are in the market for buying an R230, a good place to look at, or at least keep your eye on, is CoPart, which is one of the biggest salvage auction places in the UK and I think in America as well. Now, an SL55 with serious or significant front end damage came up for sale earlier in the year, and that sold for about £7,500. So for that SL55 to sell at under £5,000 is quite amazing. One of the other things you will see at CoPart almost every week, and at least a couple of times a month, is this here. See this 350 SL? Well, if you click on the pictures of this car, you will see that it is a fire damaged car. And I have done a detailed video on the battery control module, which lives in the boot of this car and ties the starter and the consumer battery together. And that battery control module has a propensity to melt and eventually catch fire, especially if your car has been jump started in the wrong way or you're continually letting your consumer battery run down. This is what happens. And as I say, there's no shortage of these cars cropping up at CoPart. The reason for mentioning this is that I have recently bought a unit which a couple of guys have built themselves, which replaces this, a direct replacement for the battery control module in these R230s, and I'll be doing a video in due course about how to fit that unit and running over once again the reasons why you might want to fit an updated battery control module in your R230. If you've been following this channel, you'll know that we spent the last few years rebuilding this 1975 280 SL, which we bought as a painted shell on eBay. Just take a look and see what's happened to R107 prices in the last few months.
Next lot, ladies and gentlemen, is lot 81, which is the 1982 Mercedes-Benz 380 SL. showing a shade under 99,000 miles, automatic transmission on this one with the hard top, recently recommissioned as well, a 380 SL. Nothing on my book on this one. Where do you want to be? Start me way at 7,000 on the Mercedes. Start me way at £7,000. Nothing on my commission book, ladies and gentlemen. Start me at 7. Bid, thank you, sir. At £7,000, only bid at 7,000. In our sale room then at £7,000. At just £7,000 on the Mercedes at 7 bid. Dear me, nobody else come for it at just £7,000. 200, your next bid if you like, at £7,000 only bid. Gentleman's bid in the room at 7,000. On the Mercedes 380 SL at just £7,000, right in the centre of the room at 7 bid. Next bid's 200 if you like anywhere else. Finished and done then, absolutely sure. Nobody else come for a 7.2 at £7,200 bid in the room. Against you at home at 7,200 I have. Fresh bidder in the room at 7.2. Against you at home, make no mistake whatsoever, at just £7,200. Absolutely sure, ladies and gentlemen, at 7.2. 7.3 was that, sir, or 7.4? 7.4, thank you. 7.6. No, thanks anyway. You've said no before, so I'll keep a sharp eye on you just in case you change your mind. At 7, it's a bit what? Oh, are you? Oh, always a dangerous game when we're playing with money. At £7,600, only bid at 7.6. Finished and done then? Absolutely sure at 7,600. I'll try for you. We're a long way off. 470. 470.
Just to show you that that was not a one-off poor sale. This is Iconic Auctioneers here, and they had a classic car auction on the 7th of December. If you go along to past auctions and type in the Mercedes there, let's just have a look and see what sold and didn't sell. In fact, I can tell you that none of the R107s in that auction sold. This one didn't get anywhere near the reserve, so it's on sale now for a buy it now 13,000. This 1987 300 SL also didn't get anywhere near the price, so it's also now on sale for 12,500. And this 300 SL also on sale, buy it now for 22,500. Now, the reason for mentioning that is if you are either thinking of selling your car or wondering what it's worth, or indeed you're thinking of buying one of these cars, there are some extremely good bargains at the moment in the auction houses. Of course, one thing I would recommend is you should always go and see one of these SLs before you buy it, because I know from past experience that the car may look gorgeous and shiny on the outside, but could be riddled with expensive faults. There's always a ready market for a low mileage, well-maintained Mercedes SL, but in the case of the R230s, you have to be so careful what you buy, because there's so many expensive things that can potentially go wrong with these cars. And similarly, as we found out with an R107, they are prone to rust, and when various parts wear out and have to be replaced, it is very expensive. But let's just take a look, finish this video on a high note and see what a car in pristine condition fetches. So we've got a red 500 SL coming up for auction today, with this from a private collection, and it looks absolutely mint, almost like a new car. So let's see what that fetches. This 500 SL, it's a 1986 500 SL with just 60,000 miles on the clock. Very nice number plate, MBZ 717. Has just gone on auction 3 minutes ago. The bidding started, I think, 20,000. It's just jumped up to 21,000, and with the reserve is not met yet. But you can see that a pristine SL in the right color with good bodywork, etc., good history, will still fetch good money. Now, I have no idea what this auction is going to fetch. It's only just started a few minutes ago, and it's got another 7 days to run, but you can follow this car on Car and Classic. But I would estimate that this car would fetch anywhere between, I don't know, 21 and 30,000 pounds. They can fetch much more than that. So once again, if this car sold for 40,000 pounds, it wouldn't surprise me at all. I'm going to finish this video here and wish everyone a very happy Christmas.